What if you could get more of the Jimmy and Nath Show with Emma? You can with the podcast, thanks to What If. You're only a what if away from great winter holidays. What If? It's Aussie for travel.
Let's do it for the podcast. Hey, how you going? We're just discussing what you called it's not the erection of the dog. It is. Is that what it is?
It fully comes out.
You only see a dog's penis when it's erect.
And
otherwise, it's hidden in there.
and it's in the depths.
Do you know what's weird, though? So we had a family dog growing up. His name was Ben, R.I.P. Got to 16. Pretty good.
That's a great innings.
What kind of dog was it?
Labrador Kelpie, actually.
Oh, that's a good innings.
Yeah.
What did he taste like?
16
that
afterwards.
joke is because I'm half Asian. Apparently, I eat dog. But anyway, he would sit there like he wouldn't get a stiffy when he was like lying somewhere. He'd sit by the back door with his legs.
Yeah, just sit there,
and it just would be there.
And it was
a lipstick.
So you guys called it lipstick, which I've heard. We used to do red rocket. We used to call it red rocket.
I'll be honest. I called it lipstick growing up.
Yeah,
the dog's lipstick's out because
Yes.
it was bright and red, like lipstick. Not something you want to put your mouth on.
Stop trying to put it on. Yeah,
but it was a South
Rimmel,
Park,
the London look.
a South Park episode.
Got Emma with a makeup joke.
Can you do that bit again? But can you do it as Scooby Doo?
Rimmel, the London look, Reggie.
See, that's how you help people with comedy. You build upon it.
Just building blocks.
It was South Park. South Park had an episode where they called it a red rocket.
Yeah.
It's like, red rocket, red rocket. And that's when then I started calling it a red rocket.
From
But
South Park.
I definitely grew up calling it lipstick.
I don't even know where we got red rock because I wasn't allowed to watch South Park. I wasn't allowed to watch South Park.
I was going to say, how old were you when you watched South Park?
Oh, there's no rules, mate. It was a fucking... Ooh.
It's a podcast.
Jesus. Oh, that's right. I could say it. I was like, I forgot. I thought it was on live radio then.
Fucking country.
It was a fucking Wild West at his house, mate.
I watched Pulp Fiction when I was like...
What?
Yeah, like 6.
That is so inappropriate.
Oh, so inappropriate.
Oh
my
God.
parents had no like concept of like it's television. It's not real.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was their ethos, though. It's television.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Yeah,
Don't
he'll
believe
know.
everything.
The 6-year-old will figure it out.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
definitely had nightmares for a long time about the Pulp Fiction stuff.
Yeah.
So I had no context. I had no like.
No.
At least when you're a little bit older and you watch like South Park and stuff, like you have context.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
Yeah.
I had, when he's got the ball gag in his mouth and he's,
Yeah.
Doing it.
it was
Red
a-
rocketing.
It was a difficult day, I guess, for my teachers the next day when I had.
Yeah, it's question time. Yeah.
So in my parents' defense of Pulp Fiction, though, not that they have a defense, it was after or around my dad's 40th. So we lived on a farm, and a bunch of friends were staying with us, and they were pissed as parrots. And I think Pulp Fiction, they'd just got it on VHS, so like they were sloshed.
That's videotape for any Gen Zs listening.
What does VHS stand for? Video Home Studio? No.
Oh, mate, I actually like that.
Not sure.
I don't
Let's
know
just say
Let's
that.
go that.
We don't Google stuff on this show.
But yes, they put it on and they were all drunk as skunks in their defense, and they weren't understanding.
Hang on, were they pissed as parrots or drunk as skunks?
Yeah.
Because that's two different
Drunk as
things.
skunks.
Yeah.
What's worse?
Well, yeah.
What's more drunk?
Well, skunks stink. So
I
reckon
think
skunks
drunk
is
as a
worse.
skunk or pissed as parrots. I think drunk as a skunk is worse. Or is pissed as parrots worse because they're trying to fly and
No, I
flapping
reckon
around?
pissed the parrots early because you pissed the parrot, but then you're drunk as a skunk. You're like, oh.
Yeah, that's true. Just the way it sounds. Pissed as parrot sounds a bit more fun.
Fun.
Drunk as skunk is like you are passed out.
Well, no, you've got some sort of smell about you. It could be a bit of vom on your shirt.
Yeah.
Maybe you weed your pants a little bit because the smell.
Bloody drunk as a skunk, mate.
Ew.
Yeah, because we went to the pub with pissed as parrots. That's fun.
Can I tell you one of the funniest things that I love to watch?
Yeah.
What?
Is Nate throwing up.
Oh, because he
I
cried.
cries.
I cry and
Do you have a
moan.
video of him throwing up and crying? Because I
Yeah,
want to see it.
I would have it,
There's
yeah.
definitely footage of me.
Multiple
people would
But
have
he
it.
cries because he gets angry as well because he doesn't like it.
I hate it.
Yeah.
He's
How
like,
did
"Ugh."
I get myself to this point?
I hate the
Jimmy,
feeling.
he's like,
Oh, and my eye, because my eyes water, and then my face goes full red, and because I'm a loud person, I'm a very loud vomiter.
Yeah.
And so when my husband vomits, it's like his soul is leaving his body.
It sounds like an
It's
exorcism. Yeah, it's like an
Yeah.
when I vomit, it's a straight up exorcism. The devil is leaving me.
It's just so funny because he tries to fight it and he goes, no, and then it comes into his mouth and he goes,
Has it come out of your nose
Oh
before?
yeah,
'Cause you
I
held your
remember.
mouth
I
together?
remember all my vomits too, and I hate them because they don't vomit much, and I hate them. Like,
How many
so
have you
much.
had in your adult life?
Are you drinking? There's the sick related ones, maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But the drinking ones, 5 that I remember. 5 big uns.
Wow.
The 2 I remember are the one in Adelaide.
That was a big one.
Yeah,
That was
and-
in the middle of a park square.
You're in the middle of Adelaide, yeah.
Yeah.
And the
It's
one
like Rundle Mall.
where we had that big drinking session. It's one where you ate the ice cream, my roommate's ice cream, and put your phone in the freezer.
Oh, yes.
And you threw up before that.
That was
freezer.
insane. Yeah, that was a full on.
Why did you put your phone in the freezer?
Because I knew
So I put him to bed in my roommate's room.
I
put him
knew
to bed.
he put me to bed, so I knew he had Ben and Jerry's, and I was a little piggish.
After he threw up,
After I threw up, I was a little bit piggish.
Oh, why would
Yeah.
you have? Why would you have dairy
Mate,
after you spewed?
I was drunk as a skunk, so I went to the freezer. And I knew he's always packing
But he
ice
didn't want
cream.
to turn the lights off.
So
I'm
I
asleep,
used,
by the way.
so I used my phone light, right? And so I opened the top of the freezer, put my phone light down so I could have a little rummage, like a little skunk going through.
Literally like a bear.
Like a little raccoon going through it. Found the Ben and Jerry's going, oh, how good's this? Got it. Shut the freezer door, with my phone in it.
Yeah.
And then got a spoon, and then I've obviously toddled back to bed.
The funniest thing about this is, right, so next morning he wakes up, he's in my roommate's bed. Who are away? They're away for the weekend.
Hurting.
We were both hurting. I was not in a great state either.
Yeah.
But we couldn't find Nate's phone. Ringing it, no answer. I didn't know he'd gone and got the ice cream as well.
Yeah.
Because there's no evidence of that. Anyway, so Nate eventually leaves, and I'm like, mate, it'll turn up somewhere, hopefully.
Yeah.
Like you didn't, because we thought maybe we left it in a cab.
Yeah. I'm starting to call the venue.
Yeah.
Not on my phone. But
Anyway, then Nate leaves, he goes home, and then later in the day, I think I went maybe to the freezer just to get some ice cubes for some water, maybe. And as I opened the freezer, Nate's phone is just there, just sitting there, and I'm like, I don't call him off. Oh, actually, no, I didn't even call
Did you
I think I
take
had
a
to call
photo
Meg,
and send?
maybe.
Oh, you could
I
send
think-
it to
yeah,
him
I
because
think I
his
had to call-
phone was there.
I
I think I had to call Meg, but Meg wasn't with him. Anyway, eventually got the phone back. But then for maybe a week, we didn't know why it was in the
we
freezer.
were so confused. I thought
Because
he'd done it
you
as a
had
bit.
forgotten that you even ate the Ben and Jerry.
Yes. No, I did. But I thought maybe I was like, oh, you've done it as a bit. Blah,
Yeah, and
blah,
then I
blah.
was like, maybe I did, and I'm like, because we can feel like, why do we do this? Anyway, about a week later, my roommates returned. They're on holidays,
Yeah.
and can you come into our room? And I'm like, why?
no.
So like, imagine their beds pushed up against the wall.
Oh.
Between their bed and their wall, someone had forced down the back of the bed an empty Ben and Jerry's ice cream container and a spoon, and they're like
wedged in
That
there.
wedged in
would
there.
have stunk.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
stunk. It had been there for a week. I'd shut their door. I didn't go in there. And then I've realised what's happened is Nate's got up drunk. Used probably...
No, as you said, someone has.
Someone
we still
has.
don't know.
And then when he's eaten it in their bed, and they're just probably left behind to crush and hide the evidence.
That's the only reason you knew that.
That's the only reason. We've
And I
pieced
would have
it
got
together.
away with it if it wasn't for you meddling roommates.
Nathan, our friends over at the ATO, that's the Australian Taxation Office for those playing along at home,
Great people.
has released a list. This is from 2022-2023 financial breakdown, because they don't always release the data straight away. They've got to go through. I don't know.
Sure.
It's boring. But
The ATO, bro. What do you expect?
yeah, but they have released a list of Australia's highest paying jobs.
Oh, okay.
Because obviously people have to put down what they earn.
Okay.
The ATO does know. I have a top 10 here. I'll both give you one guess before I go through it. Em, you first, because you put your hand up.
Anaesthetist.
Oh, good one. That's got to be on there.
Number 2 on the list.
Oh, well done, Em.
On average, again, these are averages for these jobs.
Yeah.
On average, an anaesthetist earns $447,193 a year.
Wow.
So just under $500,000.
So
Do you
does
know
that...
how much I paid for like the epidural?
No.
It's like, so it gets covered a little bit, and then it's like $1,500 or something. I copped like 3 separate $500 bills.
So you should have gone all natural, mate. Just put like something in your
I
mouth and
couldn't.
bit down.
Couldn't.
Old school. That's what they used to do, mate,
Didn't
before
dilate
drugs.
enough.
Bit of opium. That's what they used to do back in the day.
I could bring my own drugs. Why have I got to pay for it?
I've got a guy.
Who's the number one though?
Do you just quickly on that? Do you know when Nate dislocated my shoulder? We were filming something for the radio. He tackled me.
Just quickly, that sounded like I did it on purpose, which I did. But
He's still got it, ladies and gentlemen.
we're training with the Sydney Roosters.
Yes, we're training Sydney Roosters. He tackles me, shoulder pops out. I go to the hospital, and when I'm there, they couldn't knock me out.
They
so
couldn't.
Yeah, so they put the
You're like immune to their
the
drugs.
gas on me. You know the gas, and they go count down.
Yeah. Where'd you get to?
I got to 0.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I lied.
you
I
went
got
from 100 to 0?
no,
They normally make you count from
no
100.
10. They make you count
Oh.
from 10.
Yeah.
Well, at least
I
I
was
had
told to count
10.
to
Who's
from
counting?
100 and I always get to 98.
Probably
and then I
because you're
don't
Asian,
remember.
and they went
Easy.
better
She's
with
easy.
numbers. Look, sorry, Sydney. We're back. I did promise you the list, the top paying jobs, highest paying jobs.
And I know you're all still sitting in your car waiting for this. Like Emma is actually so upset she didn't hear this.
It's not just me. The producers are also upset we didn't get to say the number one.
Producers are always upset, mate. We just assume that.
Well, I guess Anaesthetis came in number 2.
Anaesthetis came in number 2. Then we discussed how they looked at Em and went, "You can count from 100." And they looked at Jim and went, "Do you reckon you can get to 10, big fella?"
Nah, joking.
Imagine if we went again.
Imagine if I did that.
Look, I'll punch through the list here for you. We had an anaesthetist 2. Number 1 was surgeon. Surgeon comes in.
That's
number
what I
1.
was going to guess. Surgeon. Yeah.
Bet you were, mate.
I promise.
$472,475. That's average for a surgeon.
Average. Imagine if you're like top of your game.
Top of your
You're
game.
definitely over $500,000.
2 anaesthetists. 3 financial dealer. So that must be like blackjack and poker and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That's what I was
It's like a
thinking.
hedge fund manager or something.
I'm assuming.
Working at the Crown.
Let's just do top 5, by the way.
Internal medicine specialist is number 4.
Okay, like a urologist or
Yeah, something
Oh,
in
yeah.
there.
So it's all medical stuff.
Yeah.
And number 5, psychiatrist, psychologist.
We're in the wrong profession.
Yeah. Trust me, mate. I won't, but I'll go all the way to 10.
Are investment
And I know,
bankers on there?
Number 10 still earns more than us.
Oh, really? We definitely are then. All right, guys, we're almost out of here. Pez taking over next. He's going to give you one of the last opportunities to get on the takeoff list to go to Vegas. Vegas to see Pitbull. Flights are com. It is all on us. Olivia Dean keeps us going. The hits before they hit. It is called Nice to Each Other. The Jimmy Nath Show with Emma. Today, 104.1. 13 10 60. I want to ask the question now. Jump on the phones. We've also got tickets to Lord to give away. You and your bestie could be going to Lord. You want those tickets? 13 10 60. What was in ya? What was in you? Either it was stuck in you, it came out of you, whatever it was. Maybe some nurses are out there. Nurses always have great stories about what was in somebody. 13 10 60, what was in you? Because Jim, Em, you guys know, but over the past few years, I've been having a real issue with nose hairs. I think it's as age starts to hit you, the creepy crawlies start coming out of the nose, little spiders' legs.
Yeah.
Have you guys been noticing that? Or your husband, Enzo, he's quite a hairy man. Does he get those?
Yes, he's an Italian stallion. So he has it like out of his nose. He's got random ear ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim, you love a nose hair pull, but I feel like yours aren't as long as mine. They're frequent, but they're not as spider-leggy as mine.
No, I mean, I pull my own nose hairs out, but as someone who's known you for a long time, yes, I didn't notice them when we were like early 20s.
Yeah.
But now that we're in our 30s, I notice them, and you get these like...
They're long.
They're long.
Yeah.
They're,
Scraggly.
yeah. Yours are
Scraggly.
more noticeable.
Yeah, they honestly look like if you pull
You
them
can
out,
see 'em.
a creature will emerge from my nose.
You pull out one of those spiders from the
Yes.
forest in Harry Potter.
this-
Sorry, Em, you wouldn't get it. You haven't seen Harry
What's
Potter.
that, a tarantula type?
Yeah,
Or-
Aragog.
Yeah, am I right, Em?
Yes, Aragog.
Audio bones, I'm going to need that, please. Well, what happened was my recent holiday came to a bit of a standstill when we were walking through a little market in a town called Mallorca in Spain, because I went to Spain, hola. And at one point, my wife looked at me. It was like, there's a big old nose hair coming out, like a big, long spider's leg. And she's like, you got to get that out. So she's like, please don't do it in the middle of the market. So I did it in the middle of the market.
Obviously.
And I've pulled this thing out, right? And I reckon the root of the nose hair might have been lodged in my brain. That's how long this thing was. So I've sent you guys a video. You can see the length.
I don't want your video.
We're talking 7 to 8 centimeters. That's a long nose hair.
It's long.
We're talking 35 centimeters.
Okay.
We're-
I reckon it's probably somewhere around the 2.5 centimetre mark.
yeah, which is massive.
pretty bloody long for a nose
Yeah,
hair.
it's a long nose hair, and I'm holding it. And then all these
It's a
people,
little grey roots there,
people
too.
started taking photos around Spain. People are going to left Mallorca with pictures of the beautiful beaches and my nose
Do you
hair.
ever wonder how you're still married?
Just legal reasons.
Just-
There's too much admin to break it off.
You're
Too much red tape.
you're over in Spain. You're pulling out a nose hair in the middle of the markets, or whatever, and then
Yeah.
you tell us you went for a romantic walk with your partner, and at one stage you had headphones on, listening to music.
Yeah,
really fun trip for Nate.
No, but she tells me to do that, though. That's the thing.
You had
yeah.
to do Nice Noise Spanish edition.
Yeah,
you made
yeah.
your wife film you.
Oh,
for
she
it.
would have laughed if she just went on a solo trip
Yeah.
to Spain. So this thing has come
She was
out.
in Spain.
Yeah, I'm asking her to take, my beautiful wife, I'm asking her to take photos of it. She has zero interest. People are walking around trying to avoid me. They had like a 5 metre perimeter where people were trying to keep things away from me. I wanted to keep it and bring it back to show you.
Oh,
She said absolutely not. So, but I did write it down. I did take a video that you guys now they'll have forever.
Oh, I haven't watched it. I won't be watching
And
it.
the streets of that Majorca stall are
They've
just
been scarred forever.
scarred with your nose hair.
So I want to ask the question, 13, 10, 60. What was in you guys? Was it something that was stuck in your body, something that came out of your body, something that was found in your body? You know, you have these stories of kids putting things in their noses and in their ears all
My
the
brother
time.
swallowed a $2 coin. My parents waited until it passed because you have to.
Yeah.
Then Dad cleaned it up and Mum used it for a bus fare.
That's great.
That's
That's
a
what I'm
great story.
after. 13, 10, 60, mate, was up your nose, in your ear, in your foot, in your bum, whatever it is. Nurses are great. 13, 10, 60. Jump on the phones. Danny from Monterey. Hello, Danny.
Morning, guys. How you doing?
Yeah, good, mate. What was in ya?
I was walking down the rocks at the beach, and I trod on one of those sea urchin things with all the spikes on them.
Yeah.
And I got about 4 in there. I pulled 2 out, then about 2 years later, I ended up just squeezing what I thought was a little pimple on my heel.
Oh.
And it wasn't a pimple. It was another one of those, like, 5-6 centimetre long spike things came out.
Hang
I
on,
thought there was
hang on.
something in there, but I just didn't think of it. And, yeah.
So did you say 4 or 5 years?
No, it was in there for 2 years, and it was about 5 or 6 centimetres.
Okay, so
Like it was
for 2 years you were walking around with something just annoying your foot and you couldn't figure out what it was until you squeezed what you thought was a pimple, but it was a sea urchin spike.
Pretty much, yeah.
Did you have to go to hospital, Danny, or did you get, like,
No.
tweeze it out? It just came out.
No. I just kind of squeezed, and I went, oh, that's odd, and just kept squeezing, and I saw the black tip of it.
Oh.
And then I put a little bit more, and then it just, I don't know, it just came out, and I slid it. It actually felt really cool coming out.
I should put it
Cool.
Put
Do
it
it
back in
again.
and do it again. Good on you, Dave. Robin from Drummoyne. Hi, Robin. Up yours.
Up yours, boys.
Literally. What was in you, Robin?
Was my daughter. She was probably 3 at the time. She'd stuck a sponge eye shadow applicator up her nose, and the sponge had come off.
Okay.
We went camping, and we were wondering what the smell was, and the flies kept buzzing around her head. And when we came home, I said to my husband, we've got to go to the doctor. I've got to find out what this smell is. And they found the applicator was shoved up her nose. And he said, oh, it's so far up her nose, we might have to go to the hospital. I said, I'm not going to the hospital. It takes too long. So we got the receptionist in, and the receptionist had to hold the legs down, and I held her head. And he got the largest applicator of tweezers and had to tug it out of her nose because it started to grow in around the skin up her nose, and it smelled like rotten meat.
Oh my God,
started
so that's why it was stinky, because it was becoming part of her nose.
Absolutely. It was
I
disgusting.
love how you said the flies were buzzing around like it was the top of a garbage bin.
I'm concerned
she
you
was
didn't want to take her to hospital.
Trending now with Emma Chow.
Ken Badgley, a.k.a. Joe Goldberg from You, says that he once rushed a random woman to hospital because she was in labour.
Oh.
So a bit of a backstory here. He's married to Domino Kirk, who is... did you ever watch Girls?
No.
Do you guys ever watch Girls? Anyway, whatever. She's the
You
sister of one
really
of the
think
actresses
Jimmy
in
and
that.
Nath would have watched a
Yeah,
show
I know.
called
Sometimes
Girls?
I ask you guys questions and I'm like, I'm not talking to chicks. I'm talking to dudes.
I'm
who
not
like
even entirely
footy and
convinced
stuff.
who Penn Bagley is.
I know who
Badgley.
Penn, because
Dan,
I have
he's
watched
Dan.
You. I've watched You.
Here's Dan from Gossip Girl,
Haven't watched Gossip Girl. Haven't watched You.
who turns out to be Gossip Girl. Like, he is Gossip
spoilers.
Girl.
Now I watch it.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, no, you don't need to.
Now I don't need it. I know it
Anyway,
ends.
his wife is a doula. Do you guys know what a doula
I
is?
do know what a doula is.
What is a doula?
A doula is somebody who helps
It's a
in
Spanish
birth.
dish.
Oh, my
It's
God.
great in paella.
Great. Can I get some doula?
I didn't think I'd have to educate you so much in one
I
small
do know,
segment.
I do know what a doula is because as someone who worked on this show, Violet, Sexy Vi, she had one. It's it's not a nurse, but
It's
it's
a
like
lady who helps you
Yeah, it's a-
during your pregnancy.
Connect to the spiritual world.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a hard thing that
It
you
is
go through.
Doula oblongata, something like that, isn't
Oh
it?
my
Doula
God, okay.
oblongata.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's
the thing in
during
your
your
throat, isn't
pregnancy.
it? When you go, is that little thing?
I think
Isn't
that's
that
your doula oblongata.
Okay. Guys, we need to focus.
Hey, we are just conversing.
Okay, so a doula is someone who helps a woman through her pregnancy and then through delivery and even after birth as well. She's a support person,
Okay.
right? Penn Badgley's wife is a doula.
And
In
he's
this
in You
instant-
and Gossip Girl.
Yes. For some
His
reason, I
wife's a
don't know
doula.
why. Yes.
I thought she was an actress.
She's also an actress.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Do it all.
Actress, singer. She does it all.
Okay.
She was a doula, had a client that went into labour that needed to go to hospital. Penn Badgley had to drive this woman in labour to hospital. Have a listen.
We're going through the Midtown Tunnel, and the traffic was terrible, and I actually put down the window, and I was like, I have a woman laboring in the back seat.
God, this is
Please
amazing.
let me through. And he was like, Dan Humphrey, anything for you. No.
I'd love to be in a situation like that. I'd love to just save the day. Like, man drives pregnant woman to
It doesn't sound
hospital.
like you say today. This is his wife's client.
So
yeah,
really,
and they had
she
to like rush to hospital. Like, they
sounds
didn't
like
have
he
time
should-
to even wait for an ambulance.
sounds like you should have put in a paycheck then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Part of the
helping her
wife's
out.
business.
Yeah, but this is what happens when you're in like a circumstance where someone's about to give birth. You have to jump in and help.
Did you when your labour happens and you all that gear?
Why are you getting all weird?
When your labour happens,
your
and
hair.
you-
When your waters break,
and your
that's
water
a whole
break and all that
Did you know
gear.
only 20% of women actually have a natural breaking of the water?
I weirdly knew that.
You did?
No, I didn't.
What was your question?
Did
You there at the
you
front.
did you have any emergency situations? Did somebody have to help you in labour? Was it your
Well-
husband? Was he even there?
Well, my water broke in the middle of the night, and that was terrifying because
Yeah.
it's like it's
Are you
unlike
asleep?
anything. No, well, I was trying to sleep, but then I couldn't. I was too hot, and then all of a sudden, it just broke.
and were you like, it's
And
go
it
time?
kept going, and we were like, we got to get to the hospital.
And then so had the bag all packed and ready,
Yes,
and
yeah,
he
yeah.
drove you.
Yeah. We're on our way, and everything was okay. But there are women that go through circumstances where they are without partner or without family and friends, and a stranger needs to help you to get to the hospital
Sure.
because you're labouring. Maybe you were the person that helped. 13 10 60. Did you help a random in labour, or did a stranger help you?
Yeah,
ladies?
you hear about these all the time. You know, did somebody go into labour on the sidewalk and
Yeah.
you were there, or part of the emergency, or on a
Also, it
plane,
doesn't-
on a boat,
It
whatever?
doesn't have to be a stranger then. Like if it's someone you know and they've
Yeah.
gone into labour accidentally, as you said, on a boat or somewhere.
and you had to do it. You had to think
help.
fast.
What
it's
if
a
you
big
had to?
thing.
Did you have to deliver the baby? Maybe
Yes.
you didn't make it to the hospital.
Okay, how about this? We got some Lord tickets to give away. You and your bestie, 13 10 60. If you want to score yourself tickets to go and see Lord, jump on the phones right now, 13 10 60, and let us know, did you help a random in labour? Where did you go into labour? Did you have to be helped by a random, or Jim, as you said, a friend? There was some sort of emergency around going into labour. Deb. Hi, Deb.
How are we?
We're good, Deb. Did you help a rando in labour, or were you helped? What happened?
No, it was my mum. So I was in labour and I had been in a ward and there was a woman next to me. Both of us in labour, nothing really happening. Anyway, the woman next to me starts like making a different kind of noise. My mum goes, that doesn't sound okay.
Yeah, this is the primal noise for the guys. They're not like it's more like like that real
Yeah, that-
deep like growl.
Audio bones, if we can get that
Audio bones. I'll have that, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, it's a really
No.
ugly
How's it go
primal
again?
sound. It's
Okay.
like it's a full
Wow.
deep breathing. Yeah.
Full caveman style.
Yeah.
Okay, so that happened, Deb, yeah?
Yeah, so then she pokes her head through the curtain and I'm like, oh my God, Mum. And next thing all I know is she's yelling, she's buzzing, and she's trying to pull this woman's bed out of the spot and get it out of the room, and she's yelling, this baby's coming.
Oh.
Anyway, to make a really long story short, she pushes her out the door, the midwives come, scoot her up, and baby's head's crowning in the lift.
Oh, my
To
God.
maternity ward, yeah.
Wow. So your mum, like, essentially initiated, like a code blue? Like, a situation be like, had you had many, was that your first baby? Like, has your mum had plenty of experience?
That was my fourth.
Right.
And I'm
Oh, so you were
talking
fine.
Years ago.
Yeah, okay. So
I'm talking years ago.
they're
Well,
sliding
I mean, in
out.
places you want to go into labour, I'd put hospital at number one.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
It's a bit.
Like Family Feud, you mean?
It's a little run of the mill.
Show me hospital.
Thanks, Deb. Daniela,
Hi.
did you help a rando in labour?
So it was actually me in labour.
What happened?
So we started having contractions, called the hospital, and they said, yep, come on down. And of course, the car park was further away from the hospital than you'd kind of want it to be.
Yeah.
So my partner left me at the front and said, I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'll run back to you. It'll be okay. So I'm waiting at the front, breathing, trying to keep calm. And a doctor that actually was leaving the hospital stopped and struck up a conversation and said, do you need help? Have you got someone here with you? And just kind of distracted me while we were waiting for my partner to run all the way from the car park. So eventually my partner comes running with the bags and he's like, I'm here, let's go. And the doctor kind of said, she's doing so well, mate. You know, good luck, guys. And it was just a really kind gesture just while I was, you know, trying to breathe through the pain and all that.
Did the doctor think you'd been left by yourself? Like, did the doctor have a go at your husband when he came back?
No, he didn't. I think he just, I don't know, maybe he thought I was trying to walk to the hospital by myself. And I said, no, my partner's here. And then it was between contractions. So I was trying to spit it out while I was in pain. But I said, no, he's coming. And then, he came all red-faced, running with all the bags. So it was awesome.
We actually do have some audio of Daniela in those contractions. Thanks for sending that through. Kerry. Hi, Kerry.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Good.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Working as a hospital person, the lady came from the car park, drove herself, head engaged, out.
Yep.
So everybody running like crazy to get a bed, and also strangers outside trying to calm her down. So, pretty full on, head out.
So she drove herself to the hospital when the baby's head was already out.
Out already.
Like, are you talking like the whole head? Like you can see the chin?
Yeah.
The whole head.
Chin. The chin.
The whole head.
You saw the chin. Chin out.
Yeah.
Chin out.
Baby's like, help.
What if you could get more of the Jimmy and Nath Show with Emma? You can with the podcast. Thanks to What If. You're only a what if away from great winter holidays. What if it's Aussie for travel?